What's up, everybody? I hope you're having a fantastic day. Welcome to the video. Today I'm doing another Q&A video because I haven't done one in a while. I felt bad about it and I don't really have any other content for you today, so I decided to go through the questions over on the Discord channel, which you can join for free down in the link in the description below. Ask any questions you want. I'll try to answer them as best as I can and as soon as I can. Unfortunately, it's taken me quite a few months to get to these ones just because I've been busy and haven't been able to get around to doing videos. So we're gonna go ahead and do another Q&A video. I hope y'all are having a fantastic day. Let's just jump right into it. I love answering your guys' questions and I love being able to be involved with the community in this way. So let's go ahead and just get on to the first question today, which comes from Inventor. Inventor asks, if you're gonna make an animated series with Raeal, would you just do it totally alone or with help? So I touched on this briefly. I did say a while back I wanted to do a animation of kind of the protogen lore, protogen kind of backstory where it would be this hugely sci-fi, like futuristic kind of thing that I wanted to do. And I am definitely still interested in doing it. The problem is I don't know how to model, I don't know how to animate, and I don't know how to storyboard or anything like that. I have a vision in my head. I have an idea of what I want it to look and sound like, but I don't have the knowledge of how to actually put it all together. So I would definitely need some kind of team, some kind of writer team as well in order to make it kind of work. But right now, I just don't have the knowledge to do anything like that or the money because it's gonna cost a lot. This is a project that I want to spend a lot of time on and make it right and make an actual legit series out of it. So it might happen, it might not happen. It could be a lustful dream of the future, but it is something I really want to do and something I want to get more people involved with. I just have to be able to actually get the right people involved with it. Second question comes from Lacey Warrior and they ask, I know you haven't been in a real life con, but if you could experience everything the same way in an online furry convention if you can in a real one, would you go to a real one or an online one? The benefit of going to a VR con for me is with everything going on right now with COVID and with the Delta variant, I do not feel comfortable going to a convention. And I urge other people to be very careful when they go to a convention because in my mind, it's still way too early to be going to any sort of in real life con. I do plan on going to one eventually. I would love to go to like TwitchCon or VidCon. I would love to go to some other conventions as well, but I'm gonna be safe about it. I'm going to be responsible about it. And I know people are tired of waiting. It's everybody else's fault that, you know, they're not getting their vaccines or they're going to places completely unvaccinated. They may be infected and going to places. It's still a very real issue. And I get it. People are tired of waiting. But in my honest opinion, if you're going to a convention right now, you're being highly irresponsible. You're free to disagree with me in my opinion. That is totally up to you. I know I have some friends that have been going to conventions as well, and I've got nothing against them for it. But I just feel like going to a convention right now is completely irresponsible and not the right thing to be doing because there is still this global pandemic that is still affecting people. I don't know. So right now, the only convention for me are VR conventions. One, I don't have to leave the house. Two, I can make my own food and I don't have to spend money on expensive ass restaurant food or hotels or activities or anything like that. And three, I'm better alone. I don't do good in groups of people even when I'm around my friends. I'm a loner. I don't know what else to say about that. So yeah, I think for right now, I still prefer going to VR conventions just because it's safer overall. Next question comes from Dragon Slayer. They ask, do you have any pets? If so, could you describe them? If not, what would you want to have as a pet? So I actually do have a cat, yes. His name is Oscar. I've had him now for 3 years, I think. I found him on the side of the road, oddly enough. So I was driving home from work one day, minding my own business, and I see this cat just bolt across the road and kind of just stays there on the side of the road staring at me. And he looked really clean. So I ran up to him. I stopped my car, ran up to him. He came right up to me, started meowing and asking for pets. I pet the little guy a little bit and noticed he was entirely too clean to be a stray cat. So I picked him up, put him in my car, Drove around a little bit to the farms around the area, seeing if anybody may have lost a barn cat, maybe it was a mill cat, I don't know. Nobody laid claim to him, nobody picked him up. I put out some lost cat, you know, advertisements online and everything, and nobody claimed this cat. Turns out, he is a pure-blood Siamese cat. You know, cats that people regularly sell for many hundreds of dollars. He was pure-blood Siamese, and the vets were like, he's insanely healthy. He doesn't really have anything wrong with him. I think when I picked him up and took him to the vet originally, he just had an ear mite issue, but that was cleared up within a week. And he is the sweetest, most docile cat I think I have ever had. Siamese are notorious for being the huskies of the cat world. They're loud, they're demanding, they'll bat you and play with you and everything like that. Oscar is completely docile. Like, he is chill 100% of the time. He loves meeting new people, he loves getting pets, he loves getting treats, and he's a very sweet cat. And in fact, I'll put a video up right now. He knows when he wants to be fed. He knows when his auto feeder isn't auto feeding. He'll come grab me when he needs me to do something for him. He's a very smart and intelligent cat, but also one of the dumbest cats I think I've ever met. Let's go to the next question. Umbra Brewmouse, I think is how you pronounce that. Would you have any advice for people that are considering starting a furry YouTube channel? Things like tips, suggestions, I wish I knew this when I started, etc. My tip to you, don't start a furry YouTube channel. It's pretty common knowledge that furries are unmarketable, unless you're marketing to other furries. If you're looking to make your channel grow past a specific amount, if you're looking to be successful in more than just the furry fandom, you need to make and design your channel around something that isn't specifically furry. My channel, for instance, is not specifically furry. Yes, it has Raeal as the mascot, but Raeal is just the character. I am still the person behind the character, and I am still the person running things behind the scenes. Yes, I use a VC face avatar, I use a VRM, I use friggin' all sorts of other rigs to not show my real face, but it's actually something I've been thinking about for a while, where Raeal is just gonna become the mascot of the channel, and I'm gonna start showing my real face, start branching away from the furry thing. It's not that I hate furries. I don't hate furries. I hate the image they have. And my biggest goal is to change the image that furries have in a positive light. We like to cosplay as characters we create, and for some reason that makes it okay to attack us. It's not okay to attack anybody, no matter what viewpoint you have. Not only that, I've never told this story, but I think I can safely tell it now. I legit almost had a Windex sponsorship, and they ghosted me because I was a furry. I was literally in talks with their marketing team and development team about getting a sponsorship deal with Windex, and they ghosted me before I could even send the first couple emails. And that's the price of being a furry creator. If you want sponsorships, if you want to get anywhere with it, if you want to start making money, furry is not the way to go. Look at Gray Still Plays as an example. In his early days, Gray Still Plays mentioned and had it very well known that he was a furry. He didn't outright say it or anything like that, but he had a furry mascot. The Gray Still Plays Gray Fox was his mascot, and his logo featured a foxtail for the longest time. So he did have a furry mascot on his channel. But Gray changed that, and now look at his channel. He never mentions the furry thing. He uses himself as the mascot and the lead character in his videos now. And look how marketable he is. He constantly gets videos on #1 trending spots on YouTube. If not #1, top 10. And I believe there's a method to his formula that is working, which is why I don't want to make my channel a specifically furry channel, because it is not. I've rambled on that topic long enough. That's my honest opinion about it. Again, you are free to disagree, but that's my opinion about it. Next question. Oh no. Opinions on a maid outfit. I will never wear a maid outfit. It's just not my thing. People have been begging me to wear one, It's not my thing. I'm putting my foot down. I will not wear a maid outfit, and I don't want any art of Raeal in a maid outfit. I don't see myself that way. I don't see Raeal that way. I just hope you guys can respect that. I'm not the kind of person that would ever wear a maid outfit. It's been asked over and over, and the answer is still no. Next question comes from Inkwa, who asks, your opinion on being the Windex joke / drunk protogen. The Windex joke is something I got over a while ago. I pretty much know I'm going to be known as the Windex protogen from here till the end of time. So I've come to terms with that. I'm fine with it. The problem I have is around the drunk protogen thing. I find it highly disrespectful that people seem to think I get drunk 24/7 and I drink all the time and then make fun of me for it. When in reality, all of the drunk videos you guys have seen on the channel took place on a Friday night on 1 or 2 sessions. I have literally only been drunk in this last year alone. I've only been drunk a handful of days out of this year. Part of the reason I stopped doing it was because people assumed I was drinking all the time, and I didn't think that was a good example for kids that might come across the channel. I don't market myself for kids, but everybody's marketing me as a drunk protogen. What are the kids gonna think? Anything I do and say has influence on anybody watching these videos. So unfortunately, if somebody comes in and they see all the drunk protogen jokes, they're going to assume I'm drunk all the time, and some poor kid's gonna think it's okay to be drunk all the time, and it's not. I say this knowing full well I have another drunk video coming out soon. Just know I'm not drunk all the time. If I'm drinking, it's socially and responsibly. I know my limits, I know when I need to stop, and I only drink for a night, maybe if that. Usually 1 drink is enough to put me under for the night. I just go to bed and I feel good. So the drunk protogen thing still irks me a little bit, but there is another video coming out, so stay tuned for that. Make sure you subscribe and hit that bell button so you see when that comes out. Next question comes from Lone Wolf, who asks, what VR setup do you use? So I'm using a Valve Index with 3 base stations and the Index controllers. Also Vive Puck full body tracking. Our next question comes from Mr. Jones, who asks, what got you into playing the drums, and what's another instrument you've wanted to play that you haven't had the chance to pick up yet? So oddly enough, what got me into drums is actually my parents forcing me into after-school programs, or I guess just school programs in general. As a kid, I was a loner. I was always by myself. I had like 3 friends throughout the entirety of elementary school, and I remember my 5th grade year was the year band classes were starting, and my parents were like, we're tired of him. He's being annoying. He's got so much energy. You're either doing track or you're getting into band class. And I went, okay. And originally when I went into band class, I wanted to be a trumpet player. I asked my parents to get me a trumpet, and they said, no, that's too loud. And I went, oh, you done fucked up. Because then I chose drums, and they were like, okay, yeah, you can mute those. They then had to deal with me from 5th grade until I was 18 years old and moved the fuck out, playing my drums every single day. That is 8 years they had to listen to me every single day. And I'm not lying when I say I literally played drums every single day from 5th grade till the day I graduated. It was so bad, it got to the point when we got a new house in Montana, when we lived in Montana, my parents put me in the basement because they wanted to soundproof the drums as much as they could. So they got to listen to drums 7 days a week, about 2 or 3 hours at a time, 365 days a year until high school when I started going to pep band. Then they at least would get the weekends free. So joke's on you, Mom and Dad. I was still loud even without the trumpet. Our next question comes from Ouija. Raeal, could you try to crunk like Marge in VR chat? How the fuck does she crunk? Wait, I gotta think about this. She kind of leans forward and does the... I think? This hurts so much. Next question comes from Eva? Oh, the poison for Cusco. Cusco's poison. Oh, not Yzma. Evil. What insight could you give about your pre-recording routine? I literally have no routine. I literally think I need to record a video, so I put on my headset, set up VR, set up recording stuff, and then I just record. And that's it. That leads to a lot of bad things happening. I think I've thrown away more content in the last 2 weeks than I have in the entirety of the channel, just because I didn't think it was good enough, because lately I've just been in a weird headspace and not thinking my stuff's been good enough. So I've been throwing away a lot of content. But there is no pre-recording routine. I don't do warm-ups. I don't have an idea of what I want to do in the video. I just go in and start recording. Next question comes from Dr.Ark, who asks, what are the chances of meeting you on VR chat? Very slim. Keep in mind, I already have my friend groups. I already have the friends I hang out with. I already have the people I'm friends with. People shoehorning themselves into those friend groups are just not cool with me. I've had to tell multiple people multiple times that I will not accept their friend request because they don't even talk to me. They just want the clout of being able to call me their friend, and I'm not like that. I'm not about to reward that behavior with a friendship. Friendships are things that are cultivated through time and effort, and if you just want to be my friend because I'm a YouTuber on VR chat, I'm not gonna be your friend. And there are some people that try too fucking hard. Like, if I'm in a world and I'm just chilling, let's just chill. You don't have to show me every goddamn emote you made for your avatar attempting to be funny. I'm a normal person like everybody else. Let's just vibe. And I will nip this in the bud right now. Just because you watch my content or may pay me money doesn't make you my friend. It's a very toxic mindset to get into, to think that those kind of things will get you a friendship with me. Money doesn't mean jack shit. I will treat you just the same if you give me $1,000 as if you give me just your time watching the videos. Everybody's equal. But I have my groups of friends that I already hang out with, so it's kind of already a closed group of people. Don't get me wrong, I love doing this thing for you guys. I love being able to actually meet you in VR chat and chat for a few minutes. It's honestly such a cool fucking feeling being able to sit here and like meet some of you in VR chat, because I've had a few people already just go, it makes their days, and it makes me so happy when I can make somebody else happy. But it's not an invitation to send me a friend request. Battling Bulbasaur asks, did you get your Bogos binted?
What?
That's all the time I have for this video. Thank you so much for asking the questions you asked. I know it took me quite a while to get to these questions, but if you have any more for yourself, join the Discord. Discord is absolutely free. You don't need to even be, subscribed to the channel to join it. Feel free to drop by, ask your questions in the Ask Raeal channel. Ask the mods some questions too. They're always answering questions, and the mods are fucking amazing. I try to get these questions at least once a month. If I can't, I'll do a bulk, kind of go through everything, see what I want to answer and what I want to do. So sorry, videos have been kind of sparse lately. I'm in the middle of moving and in the middle of a lot of projects, so I haven't really been able to focus on doing any sort of YouTube content, but I'm hoping all that kind of stabilizes before the end of this year. We're going back to one video a week until the end of this year, I think. Mainly because, one, I can't afford to have my editors working on any more videos, but two, I just really kind of need a little bit of a mental break lately. So I hope you guys understand. Thank you so much for watching this video. Again, make sure to subscribe to the channel if you haven't already for more videos like this, some more VR chat content, and more VR titles that I think you guys would really enjoy seeing in the future. Make sure to follow me on Twitter at Raeal and consider supporting me on Patreon, where it makes it possible to get videos like this out to you way sooner and way earlier. Thank you all so much for watching. I am Raeal the Protogen, and I will see you in the next video. Bye-bye! Wagga 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 wagga.